I was already doing IT project management in other areas. And then AI just ended up crossing over into projects that I was already managing. So I was building out data centers and stuff like that. And then, well, AI needs data centers. So that ended up being something that was introduced into the projects that I was working on. So that's kind of how I got into it, kind of that intersectional. But even then you kind of have to build up a knowledge about it, about what you're building. So then I had to do my own kind of self-study to learn more about it. And like I said, self-study includes, looking up stuff to read and watching stuff online, but then also going out to like the conference I went to, the NVIDIA conference I went to, and learning about it and networking with people in the industry.
I mean, you spent a lot of money over the years on your own money, right? Learning like project management and stuff like that. There's a lot of self-investment. Would you say it's fair?
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm talking about now. Like when I was talking about going out and capturing that knowledge, I spent a lot of money going to conferences, getting a project management certification, stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, man, I ain't gonna hold you much longer.
I have a question for Philippe.
Yeah, go ahead. Philippe, you
my question is, like, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So similar to like your dating preferences, most of the black men in my family and the black women in my family, I don't know what's up, no one really dates inside their race. I feel like I'm one of the only, I'm like one of the few in my family who does. But I find like with the women, they're more accepted by like the guys' families, but the men, they never get to like fit in to like the woman that they have the preference for. Like it's always scary to their families that their daughter is with a black man, and I don't know how you navigate that, because I see it happen a lot to like my uncles, my cousins. Excuse me, but like all the women in my family who date outside their race, they don't have that problem of being seen as like scary to be with.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be different if you were a woman? I guess to what you're saying.
Well, I just think to a lot of other races, black men have a bad reputation. So I think that's what explains that.
Where do you think that bad reputation comes from?
From black men.
University, come on.
Not all black men, but from some of them.
University.
Enough to tip the scale. Yeah, it's based on our behavior. He's right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think it is that reputation of black men has affected your ability to date white women and other outside of your race? Really?
Or just date outside my race?
How so?
Definitely.
How so?
Well, I've had at least 3 experiences where they told me that, including the Jewish experience that we talked about.
Is that like the black tax? Is that like the black tax in America? Is that the black tax?
I guess you could call it that, yeah. But yeah, to answer that lady's question, I think that's it. I think the difference is that black men have a bad rap, a much worse reputation.
But my question, I guess my deeper question is that black women are so terrible. How come other races accept them into their families a lot easier than they would like a black man? If black women are just as bad or worse.
Okay. Kim, let me rephrase the question for him.
Okay.
We know a lot of common sisters, right? We do, right? Philippe.
Yeah.
We know a lot of common sisters.
Well, I don't think they're just as bad or worse. I wouldn't say that. Like, I mean, I think there's different reasons. So, for instance, when I dated the Jewish girl, her parents said that they thought I would get her pregnant and then not be a responsible father. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think black